But when I say I'm the problem, I can fix the problem. I take my power back because I know I'm the solution. Now, did I do these things to myself? Nope. But it is my duty, it is my job, it is my honor to make sure I take care of my life and protect myself. It is my duty, my honor to make sure I take care of my life and protect myself. It is my duty and my honor. So if I am the problem, that means I'm the solution. And I know for some of us, it's hard to say that because we're like, no, Trent, these people are the problem. But you know what? We're keeping the problem in our life. That's the problem, right? We're keeping these things in our life. That's the problem. You are responsible. I think one of the greatest superpowers that you have that you don't tap into is responsibility, is ownership. It is the greatest solution. I've been saying this since the start of rehab time. The greatest phrase of responsibility and ownership is what? It all starts with you. I've been telling y'all this since the beginning. I never said ownership and responsibility because people get afraid by those words. But I've been putting this in your head since day one. It all starts with you. Right? If your life is going to change right now, where you're going to protect your peace and actually demand your worth, it's going to start with you. It's going to start with you picking up this book. It's going to start with you applying and not just having this book sit on the shelf because it's cute. You're going to open this book, read this book, get into this book, dive into this book, apply. Some things might not apply to you. You might say, Trent, I don't feel that in this book. But it's going to be a lot of stuff that you be like, yep, I really feel that. I'm going to choose myself. Right? Choose yourself. I'm going to choose myself because I need this. Saying it one more time for the people in the back. The first skill you need for energy protection is the ability to create and stand firm on your boundaries. Know what you truly need to be healthy and choose to protect yourself rather than enabling others. Remember that unless others force you to create walls, boundaries can and should be bridges. Bridges of higher elevation for you and for them. Bridges of higher expectation for your life and for theirs. Not everyone will accept that invitation. Not everyone will cross those bridges. That's fine. One of my personal mantras is this, and y'all write this in the chat, and you already know what I'm about to say. I would rather be viewed as cold-hearted than live broken-hearted. If the world you were brought in made you into somewhat of a people pleaser, setting boundaries won't be easy at first. That's okay too. If you're reading this, it means that you've had enough and you're willing to make changes. I would rather be viewed as cold-hearted than live broken-hearted. Because when you say no, when you take responsibility, when you decide to do what's best for you, and not in a selfish way, not in a self-centered way, but in a serving way, right? When you're doing what's best for you and it's oh man, this is powerful. I think so many of us, we're so afraid, and I know this is true, to set boundaries, to demand our worth, and say yes to ourselves because we feel like it's selfish, right? When we put ourselves first, we feel like it's selfish. And some of us, we've been putting ourselves last for the last decade. And how's that worked out? Are your kids really getting the best you? Is your husband, is your wife really getting the best you? Are your friends getting the best you? There's so many times in my journey that I could say no. That the people I love the most wasn't getting the best me because I was putting Trent Shelton, yeah, that's my middle name. I was putting him last because I wanted to be this kind guy that did everything for everybody. I want to be everything to everybody because I thought if I was everything to everybody, then I would be a somebody. But then I realized I don't have to become something to become a somebody because I was already created as someone because I was given, yes, Lord, because I was given worth at birth. So I know for you watching this right now, and I'm talking to you, and you're here for a reason, you're here for a purpose. I know you struggle maybe with putting yourself first because it seems selfish, right? What? Choosing me? Saying yes to me? That's selfish, Trent. And I'm not telling you to do it in a selfish way. I'm not telling you to abandon the people that need you. I'm not telling you to turn your back on certain things. I'm not telling you to do it in a self-centered way. I'm telling you to do it in a serving way where it serves others around you because you're happier. You're taking time to protect your peace and you're reading and you're applying. And you say, hey, friends, I'm not going out this weekend. I know y'all want me to, but I'm going to chill. I'm going to protect my peace. Hey, kids, I would love to take you to that place. But mommy, daddy, I need some time for myself. Hey, hubby. Hey, wifey. Man, can I just have an hour? You know, some of us sit in our car before we walk into the house, and that's our quiet time because you're so afraid to go in there and say, I need time. It's okay to say, I need time, because that's serving. And what does that mean? And I've never even said this, like, this is, I think, a God moment, because I've never taught on this. And it just came to me. A serving, choosing yourself in a serving way, it makes everybody around you better. When I started really protecting my peace and waking up early and setting these boundaries with people that I love, my family and everybody else, it made everybody better because Daddy was better. Trent was better. I was more whole. I was more at peace. So I was less on edge with my kids. I was less argumentative with my wife, right? And I was able to be a better me. And once they experienced this, they're like, hey, man, say yes to yourself more. Choose you more. So I want you to think about it in a serving way, not in a self-centered way, not in a selfish way, but in a serving way. And by you choosing you, how does that serve people around you? Now, yes, some people won't get it. They won't understand because they can't use you no more. They can't manipulate you no more. They can't take advantage of you no more. And I get that. But there's people that truly care about you, that love you, that want to see the best you, that want to see a better you, that want to see a happier you. You see, some of you have been hiding your smile for far too long. Some of you have been suppressing your happiness and joy for far too long because you're taking care of everybody. You're doing things for everybody. And all you're doing is pouring everybody's cup, but you're not pouring into yours. You see, protecting your peace, we don't depend on people pouring into our cup, though we want that. We protect our peace so God can pour into our cup. Because when you're a chosen one, you don't have to pour into other people. Because when they're around you by default, they get the overflow that God is putting on your life by just being around you. Your kids, your family, those in close proximity, they get the overflow of joy and blessings. My daughters walk around the house talking about protect their peace. 4 and 7 years old. They get the overflow of the blessings. I don't have to pour into them all the time because my example is pouring into them. My life is pouring into, my energy is pouring into them, my soul. Because Daddy feels whole now. Daddy feels complete now. It's pouring into them. So what if today you looked at protecting your peace? You looked at demanding your worth. You looked at setting boundaries. You looked at choosing you. What if you looked at it in a serving way? Where you say, you know what? This is going to serve those that I care about more than ever. How would that change your life? And how would that give you confidence to be able to walk into what's meant for your life? Because, my friend, there's a life that's meant for you to live. And I hope you don't think these words are just words. I hope you feel it in my soul when I say this.